Hello, my friend. As a human being, I find that if I don't eat food daily, I start to wither away and die. So to avoid this, I purchase and consume food. I consider it a hobby of mine. But along my travels, I noticed that certain foods cost more than others. How dare that? So I will divulge my top 40 list of cheapest to most expensive foods, including a wide variety of fruits, vegetables, grains, beans, roots, nuts, and seeds. And I even included some of our dear animal friends whose chopped up dead bodies are for some reason available for purchase in stores. This is for you Twilight vampire motherfuckers who can't break the treaty with the werewolves, which forbids you from hunting and killing humans for food on their land. You're now forced to consume animals instead of humans, so I included some of them on this list for you. Let's do this. Okay, so what we have here is a list of foods with their calories per dollar, as well as how much it would cost to eat 2,500 calories of that food in a day. So if you were to eat nothing but plain pasta for one day, and what a fucking day that would be, you would spend 94 cents that day. Pasta is the cheapest food I could find. It's number one on my list, but it's not a whole food. It's not something you could live off, so let's be real here. As you'll see in a second, potatoes cost twice as much, but you'd be much healthier eating potatoes every day than you would pasta. This is just a general picture of how much these foods cost in Toronto, Canada. All these prices are in Canadian dollars, which as of right now is worth a measly 72 cents American, you Yankee sons of bitches. Also, I tried to keep things fair and not include any crazy sales. I wanted to keep things as realistic as possible. So let's do this. Wheat pasta is number one. Next on the list is white rice. It will cost you $1.38 a day to eat 2,500 calories of rice. That's a lot of sushi, although you'd have to buy the nori rolls separately. Chickpeas, $1.52 a day. And most beans, lentils, and peas cost a similar amount, so instead of making the top 50 foods all beans, I'll just list them as one here. Beans are a super cheap and healthy way to get protein and carbs to fuel your sexual desires. Next up are regular potatoes. I will label foods organic when they are. On average, it's going to cost you $2.15 to eat 2,500 calories worth of potatoes in a day. Next up, organic oatmeal. And I think you'll see a theme in the beginning, which is that starches are the cheapest foods on the planet. They're also the healthiest foods besides fruits and vegetables. So when it comes to health bang for the buck, starches are your best friend for calories. Our most important nutrient to consume is glucose, and don't let anybody tell you different. If you want to do fun things like skip rope and play stickball with your cat, well, you better carb the fuck up. And it's great to see that even organic starches are cheap as heck. Organic oatmeal is going to cost you $2.39 a day. Organic couscous at $2.48 a day. Still very affordable. Organic cornmeal, $3.03 a day. Sweet potatoes, a very nutritious food for only $3.77 a day. I've seen them cheaper than that. I've seen more expensive varieties like the purple yams as well. Still, all of them range from like 30 cents to $1 a pound. Bananas. You can eat all the yellow monkey fruit you ever wanted for $3.87 a day. That's bananas. Literally. I just punned you in the dick. Bananas are officially the cheapest fruit. Organic buckwheat, $4.27 a day. Organic mung beans, $4.74 a day. Where do you get your protein on a vegan diet? How about 171 grams of mung bean protein for under $5 a day? That's where. Milk. You milky son of a bitch. You almost made the top 10 milk. But let's be real, you wouldn't have even made the top 100 if I listed every starchy food available. I didn't want to bore you to death listing every single starch-based food on the planet, so I just picked some of the more popular choices from each category of food. I put all animal products in a red font to symbolize the fact that they will most likely end your fucking life. So the red is blood, it's your blood, So consider your health, not just the cost of these foods. Besides, if you drank nothing but milk all day, you'd never poo again. So $4.97 to not poo. Moving along. Quinoa, $5.95 a day. Organic corn pasta, $6.23 a day. Dried figs, $6.28 a day. Plain rice cakes, plain, $6.84 a day. Steamed bananas, which you can find in the freezer section of most Asian grocery stores, cost $7.12 a day. Organic potatoes, $7.32 a day. Coconut sugar, why not? Why not have a little fun in life? $8.26 a day to eat sugar. That's pretty sweet. And I just punned you in the dick for the second time in 2 minutes and you didn't even see it coming. Almonds, so $9.57 a day for an almond extravaganza. Hemp seeds, one of the most complete foods on the planet. But I don't like hemp seeds, so go fuck yourself, hemp seeds. $9.72 a day. Our next animal product featured is organic milk. Now this is just organic corn-fed milk. It's not even grass-fed, it's still factory farmed shit. And don't forget that white cow baby stealing nipple juice isn't good for you. $10.09 a day. Moving along. Corn puffs. This is just a plain cereal of puffed corn. $10.55 a day for corn puffs. Eggs. They fall out of chickens' vaginas, and Cletus, the first human to ever realize that, hey, I bet we can fry that there chicken vagina thing in the frying pan and eat it. Well done, Cletus. You fucked us all. $11.04 a day to get fucked. Medjool dates. $12.58 a day. Now these are the high quality gooey medjool dates. You can get much cheaper dates, but these are the only ones I buy. I ain't eating no steamed pitted piece of shit date that's drier than the desert wind. Macadamia nuts. These are usually one of the more expensive nuts you'll see, besides pine nuts of course. $13.80 a day. Now we're starting to get into the friend zone. Don't get too close now. Our friend maple syrup, $17.73 a day. Will you be the healthiest person on earth if you drink nothing but maple syrup every day? Yes you will. Moving along. Organic eggs. These aren't even free range. Not that there's anything free about a free range chicken. That's like calling a prisoner free to roam his cell. Not much freedom. $18.33 a day. Chestnuts. These are those little packets of roasted chestnuts you see. At $20.16, they're hands down the most expensive starch, but roasted chestnuts on an open fire, you know what I'm saying? Kent mangoes. I peeled them and sliced as much as I could off the pit and just weighed the flesh to see how many calories there were. It would cost $21.93 a day to eat mangoes. It's heavenly, and I've done it. But you're probably better off moving to Thailand with Brett Rawlings if you want daily mangoes year-round. Next are heritage free-range eggs. Heritage eggs are basically just colored eggs from a rare breed of chicken. They're kind of like Easter eggs on the outside, but don't worry, they still provide you with the same yellowish white color of cholesterol plaquing inside your arteries. $24.18 for the freak eggs. Then we have Hayden mangoes at $27.38 a day. More expensive than the Kent mangoes, but much more delicious as well. Probably my favorite kind of mango. Next we have beef. I went to No Frills grocery store, and this is the absolute bottom end of meat quality. Factory farmed sick animals who give you their diseases when you eat them, and it still costs more than every single plant food on earth except one, which you'll see in a second. $29.82 a day to eat ribeye all day until your heart attack. Pork loin chop, $30.40 a day. Goat cheese, not even organic, will cost you $33.33 a day. And now for the most expensive fruit in Canada, the fig. Now there's probably more expensive ones like the mangosteens and the rambutans, but they don't have those in Chronometer, so I couldn't test them accurately. I've seen figs as high as $2 a fig here. And there's usually two types of figs here in Canada, unripe or moldy. So if you want figs, get dried figs for the love of sweet Mary Williams. $34.83 a day for figs. Now, you want a grass-fed roast beef? that's gonna cost you $44.71 a day, not including your hospital bills, of course. Chicken breast actually more expensive than the grass-fed beef roast at $45.50 a day. We got tilapia fillets for $51.61. Grass-fed beef sirloin can be yours for only $73.64 a day. Atlantic farmed salmon, the unhealthiest animal on the planet thanks to how we treat them. They're fed more antibiotics than Courtney Love, because we don't give them enough space to swim around, so they're basically just swimming in shit and piss all day. That's gonna cost you $85.12 a day. And I didn't even look at wild caught salmon, which is usually double the price. And for the most expensive food that I came across in my travels, we have the grass-fed beef tenderloin. $105 a day. So if you have about $3,200 laying around in a shoebox somewhere, you can eat nothing but grass-fed tenderloin for a month. Think of all the time you'll save by not having to poo at all that month. So there you have it. The question to whether vegan diets are too expensive has been answered. It's actually the cheapest way possible to eat, and as you can see, it's even cheaper to eat organic vegan food than it is to eat conventional animal foods in most cases. So do yourself, the planet, the animals, and your wallet a favor and give the vegan diet a try. It's the healthiest way to eat, it's the cheapest, it's delicious, and it's the only way that's gonna get us out of this crazy mess we've created on this planet. So please do share this video around, show people that it's possible to eat vegan for cheap, and if you had a laugh or you learned something here today, give it a thumbs up, or this video will end up on page 97 when you search for cheap vegan foods. So thanks for watching, take care my friend.